On paper, this staggering $70 million investment into our tourism industry looks quite impressive. This also represents a unique partnership between the Accor Hotel, one of the leading hotel operators in Asia Pacific, and locally based Cocal Group of companies. Situated along the white sandy beaches of Wailoaloa in Nadi Bay, the Pullman Nadi Bay Resort and Spa will no doubt be another jewel in the crown for our thriving tourism industry.
We saw this block of land that was here for some time. We certainly knew that the Gokals were a prominent family in Fiji, and we've already had some good partnerships with some Fijian families. And about 2 years ago, 2013, we were fortunate to make contact with the Gokals and talk to them about this plot of land which they've actually had for some time, and what their plans were. And I had a dinner with Vinod Gokal and Vikesh in Suva, and we just discussed it, and that was the sort of infancy of our relationship. They struck us straight away as very commercial, the right sort of people to do business with, and that was kind of where our relationship began.
Resort development of this scale, it only made natural sense to have an international hotel operator on board, and we went through the normal selection process, and Accor ticked every category in terms of what we were looking for, which was someone which had experience in Fiji, which was most important to us. We didn't want anyone coming in and using our property as a training ground. So Accor definitely have a very good experience here in Fiji. We also wanted to partner with an operator which is growing in the region, in Asia Pacific. Accor are doing extremely well.
Accor Hotels is not new to the Fijian tourism industry. This latest development and partnership with Gokals is complementing its existing hotel portfolio, incorporating the Mekua Nadi, Novotel Nadi and Lemi Bay, as well as the Sofitel Fiji Resort and Spa on the Narrow Island.
Without partnerships, we can't grow. So it's no secret that our growth in Accor, and we've been the fastest growing company in the Pacific as far as hotels are concerned, is because of our partnerships with people. So we have 70% of our hotels are with owners that have more than one hotel. So it's not just one hotel, which means that we have success. So any partnership, the success of any partnership is that you've got winners on both sides.
We are running a hotel in Suva, which is a low-scale hotel, namely the Peninsula Hotel. So it is a diversification in the sense that this is a resort property which will cater for tourists, as opposed to our hotel in Suva, which is predominantly for local travellers.
Accor operates 3,600 hotels in 92 countries. Here in the region, it operates close to 230 hotels in Australia, Fiji and New Zealand. Now this certainly speaks volumes of Accor's ambitions and success, and more importantly, its confidence in the Fijian tourism industry.
I think it brings the world to Fiji. And I had mentioned too that with the largest hotel group in the Pacific, which is even more prominent. So that's the primary feeder market for Fiji at the moment. But our growth in Southeast Asia, we're the largest through Southeast Asia and very prominent in China as well. We see that as a real game changer for Fiji in the future as well. So expertise in those areas are very, very important. And while we'll have a sprinkling of the US and UK market through Fiji, it'll really be that launch into Asia that's going to be really important. So our experience in the rest of the world is going to be everything.
We acquired this site in the year 2000. I think it was early 2000, January, February, I'm not too sure, but and you're probably aware that in May the coup happened. So there's been always some sort of political and economic upheaval which has sort of hindered our progress in this project. And you would also appreciate that a development of this scale takes time naturally. Getting all the approvals and planning in place, it naturally takes a lot of time.
So the tourism industry has been really growing, and it's very strong. And we understand, with our presence through the Pacific, we understand what the market's like in Australia and New Zealand and through Asia, and that the movement of people, and that Fiji is still a relatively unknown destination for the rest of the world, and that as it grows and as we're able to get more people here, the better, and this will be a great destination. There's no doubt the people of Fiji are wonderful and actually make Fiji and the experience as well. So we know it's really Fiji, it's at its infancy, and there's plenty more room for growth here.
Well, we have a democratically elected government in place. Economically, Fiji is enjoying good economic growth and sustained economic growth year on year. And the numbers for tourism have all looked positive. So I have no reason to believe that it's going to change anytime soon.
This development is another example of the Fijian government's vision of providing high quality service and targeting the high yielding tourist markets. As well, as you all know, the tourism industry today is the largest contributor to the Fijian economy. In 2014, the industry contributed 33% of the GDP, with a total direct foreign income from the industry standing at $1.392 billion. The tourism industry, directly and indirectly, employs approximately a third of the working population in Fiji. And this project alone will employ close to 300 people as hotel staff.
The government had identified Nadi Bay as the sort of next area for tourism development in Nadi. Denarau has already reached that place and it's well renowned with tourists. But I think tourists will now look for different venues within Fiji, and I think Nadi Bay will fill that void.
We're just really excited and really pleased to be partnering with someone like the Gokul family that's very prominent in Fiji already, and we want to be a big part of their future.
With construction of this multi-million-dollar development half complete, the 5-star Nadi Pullman Bay Resort and Spa is expected to open its doors in June 2016.